let's wait and see. You guys really have a surprise for Chelsea fans. This is going to be a celebration mode coming next Wednesday because we're going to bring it home. We're going to bring something.
Fulham against Man City. Away. Man City are playing away.
Man, that's a hard game, man. That's a hard game. And Fulham, they are London mates, so I'm counting on Fulham to beat Man City.
Okay. Liverpool against Crystal Palace.
Not again, Liverpool right now, but they're going to be given trophy, so they'll want to applaud their fans. So Palace really done great, but this one Palace fans, they have to excuse me. So I'm going for Liverpool win. I'm really wishing that Chelsea wins that game, but literally on a football perspective, side of a fan, I'm seeing a draw, man.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I'm seeing a draw.
500 plus
man,
guys.
You broke the record, man. You broke the record of viewers. That was really huge, man.
I'm like 500 guys. High five. I had 500 guys live. I'm like, no way this is happening. Hello guys, welcome again to another week of the Triple Cup Show. A very nice and chilly evening. After a very bad week for Manchester United fans, that's why I'm not rocking our Manchester United jersey. And who else meant to join me this week? A Chelsea guy who's a happy guy, a hate watcher. I don't know. Malek Louis, what's up?
Yeah, man. Dawuud, my G, man. It's been long.
Okay.
I'm back, man.
Okay. How have you been while you're away?
For the past few weeks, man, it's been busy. A lot of work, but after all, I have to watch football. So I've been following up the Premier League, the Kenya Premier League to start with, English Premier League, Europa, Conference League, all the leagues. I've been following it up closely. Even a team that I've loved the most because where I am, people normally watch La Liga mostly. So I'm in love with La Liga, man.
So let's. I don't know, man. I don't know where to start because firstly, I was laughing at the Arsenal guys for what has happened for them, man. I did not know it hurt this so much, man. Unfortunately, it's like a piercing in my heart, man. Feel like something has cut you through, man. Starting it off like 2 days ago on was it on a Wednesday? Manchester United just playing against Spurs. I thought this is the game we're gonna win. We had hope. We knew we were gonna win it. Man, things went south. I don't know what happened. That's one thing. And then to add an icing or a salt from a cut already on Sunday, we thought that us playing against Chelsea is an easy game, as always. Again, you guys beating us, man. I was like, nah, I don't know, man. It's a hard one. How are you feeling as a hater? Let's start from there.
As a hater, I have to feel good. I mean, Manchester struggling. I have to feel good, bro. The way that you guys have been playing for the past 3 weeks, you've been good in Europa League, but unfortunately, the final was not on your side. But as your number one hater, I have to feel nice. The way that you guys have been feeling all through. Remember last season, the way I really struggled during the league for the past 3 seasons. That's how it feels, man. That's how being down there. But for you, it's more worse because look at your number, bro. Look at your number.
Number 16. Yo, man. Unfortunately.
No, not confirmed. It can be number 16 to be confirmed. That's to be confirmed on next weekend, right?
Okay.
And you have a tough fixture. I mean, Manchester United number 16. Does it make sense?
Against Villa, man. That's I think we are already number 17.
Yeah, man.
Okay. So let's talk. Where can we start, man? Let's start. You being a very lover of Kenyan football. First of all, on the weekend, man, there were some big games. Which some games, the results went as we never expected. First, starting it off, Talanta played against Kenya Police, where Police won that game.
Yeah, 1-0.
And then Gor Mahia played. You guys were beaten. And then I think Tusker.
We're not beaten. We drew.
You drew, yeah. And then Tusker were beating 7-1. 7-1
the Sofaka.
So, man, after you watched that game, what came to your mind? And what's because if I check the Kenyan Premier League right now, man, I'm seeing Kenya Police topping up with 32 points, 32 games played, and they have 61 points. Tusker, they do have 32 played and 55 points. Gor Mahia, which should be the number one, which we thought should be here because they've won it couple of years, man, these guys have 54 points, and then Kakamega Homeboys being also number 4 with 54 points, man. What's your thoughts there, man? Or how are you looking at? Because I think it's only 3 games left to be played, or 2.
It's actually 2 games, for Tusker and Kenya Police. Gor Mahia, they have a game in hand. We had a game with IFC Leopards.
Man, but that's a derby. Is it? Wait. Is it?
We are yet to find a stadium for that game, so that's why it has been rescheduled most of the times. So it was supposed to be played like some. Actually, remember the time the derby was played, the first leg, because it was postponed. The second leg was supposed to be played the next weekend, but due to lack of Nyayo Stadium, which is under renovation, the derby was again postponed. And then again postponed. I don't know. It's high time a team like Gor Mahia and FC Leopards get their own stadium, because this is really embarrassing. Look at the teams in Tanzania. Team like Simba, team like Ayanga. They have their own stadium. So that makes, or they have good infrastructure. So they accessing the stadiums for them is actually easy compared to some team like Gor Mahia, which is really struggling to find a stadium like Nyayo to use. While Nyayo is still being under renovated for CAF, or finding Kasarani, and now Kasarani is being closed down. So literally, this is an embarrassment for the Gor Mahia team management. Literally, the chairman, Rachel, it's high time that you maybe find some funds in order for us to maybe find a place where we can build our own stadium.
But I saw you guys were on the sides of Machakos trying to get a place to get a stadium from that side.
That was our patron, Mr. Eludawalo, because even with Gor Mahia, imagine they didn't have a bus until Eludawalo came and donated a bus for us. So Eludawalo is really doing a good initiative. So he was actually looking for land somewhere in Machakos, and that was just it was just by the way. We're not sure about it, but let's give it a try. Let's wait and see.
Okay.
So Police FC, they really tried this season. They're actually determined to win the league. Right now, the only thing that Police needs is getting 3 points. And they have 2 games, one against Shabana and the last game against Gor Mahia. So for the next game, Shabana have been really impressive. They've been really in a good form, coming from the second side of the table to the first side. Right now, they are number 5, if I'm not wrong. So Shabana, we're really relying on you guys. You are our guys. You are our shemejis on the Kisii land. So Shabana, we're really praying that Shabana manages to beat Kenya Police for us. But if things go wrong, if Shabana draws with Kenya Police, so the last game will be the decider, because we'll have to wait against. And if the last game has to be the decider, Gor Mahia has to win the last 3 games. The first game that we had, they have against FC Leopards. Then the next game they have against Ulinzi. And then the last game they have against Kenya Police. For Tusker, I mean, I'm not sure about Tusker, because you saw what happened last weekend. They were trashed 7-1 by Sofapaka. I mean, Tusker 7-1 by Sofapaka. It's really embarrassing.
Man, it's football.
And then you are on a title. Yeah, it's football, but being trashed 7-1 and you're on a title race. Even the coach was perplexed. Because I had the post-match conference. The coach was really surprised. Like, no, this is not the Tusker that I know. So that's about the Kenyan Premier League. Number 1, Kenya Police. If they get any win, any kind of a win, that league is gone. Kenya Police are going to nail it. And I'm really praying that Kenya Police wins it, so that Gor Mahia, with their scandals about the coach and the assistant coach, assistant coach called Zedekiah Otieno. I don't need that guy in my Gor Mahia, man. I mean, that guy is really instilling. The fans have really cried out to the chairman. The chairman doesn't want to do anything. We had a voting last time, like 2 months ago. We elected Rachel to change the whole management, to change the whole technical bench. But Rachel still, I don't know if this guy puts juju on Rachel or what happens. Because how does Zedekiah Otieno controls everything in Gor Mahia, and yet we have a head coach? He puts Ochuang at the right back to play in the center forward. I mean, that's really, and you have someone like Benson Omala on the bench. It's really heartbreaking for us Gor Mahia fans. We are really hurt seeing Gor Mahia having the league on their hands, and then lifting. We drew against Muranga Seals. Muranga Seals, 0-0 draw.
Okay.
I mean, the ball was just rotating on the line. We tried everything. It didn't work out. So it's high time Gor Mahia this season, I'm a Gor Mahia for number one fan, but this season, I want police to win so that it can be a lesson learned. And that's the kind to get out of Gor Mahia because the coach, Mihik, has already gone. He's already resigned.
Okay. Let's see. Let's wait and see, man. And then coming to the English Premier League, man. I don't know. As the time of recording, number 1, 2, and I think 3 somehow it's already, but 3 not yet. Number 1 and 2, number 1 and 2 it's already confirmed. That's Arsenal and Liverpool. Those 2 are already confirmed because they're already. But now the team like Newcastle, the team like Man City, the team like Chelsea, and the team like Aston Villa. We do have 4 teams. And also Nottingham Forest, in a way, there's a...
Nottingham.
Also, in a way, but for them, their game is a bit hard because they're playing against you guys. So, in a way, that I think Nottingham Forest is a bit lesser possibility of them being on the top 5. But now, when you speak to team like Chelsea, team like Aston Villa, team like Man City also, I don't know what do we expect or what do we want to expect to see in the next couple of this week, because all of the games will be played on Sunday, which all of them will be at 6. All of them will play at the same time. To get to know or what are you thinking after you have seen what it happens? Because like Manchester game against Chelsea, man, it was a good game. We were hit watching. I was so happy, man, because the game was like, okay, we had a nice game, but man like Cucurella doing his thing, boom, it's a goal. Onana cannot keep his goals. He cannot clip a clean sheet. Also on the weekend we were watching the game of Chelsea, Newcastle against Arsenal. When we were hit watching still, man. Arsenal being Arsenal.
That was a steamy game. Man.
Unfortunately, Arsenal took it, which went as planned. And then Man City being Man City, doing the thing. What do you expect for the next couple of games and the games played on the weekend, man? What's there to be waited for?
Now, do you remember the 2013 Premier League? The way that Manchester United and Manchester City going for the title race.
Okay.
Up to the last game, this is going to have the same goosebumps. I mean, top 4. This season, number 2, 3, 2 already gone, 3, 4, 5. The Champions League spots. This is going to be the best showdown. It's going to be the best, the last games of the Premier League. We're going to witness a massive, massive collection of games. Why am I saying this? If you see the Chelsea game, Chelsea versus Nottingham, as you've said, Nottingham, they're really struggling. So they're not but they're still in the title race. They're still in the Champions League race. So Nottingham against Chelsea is going to be a match to watch because Nottingham are trying to be at least in the Champions League position, and Chelsea are trying to secure maybe, apart from the mark, right, the front shirt sponsorship, they're trying to secure sponsorship of the shirt. So it's a really a game to watch because for the past 2 seasons, we really struggled. We haven't been able to go to the Champions League. So this season, our aim was to participate next season in the Champions League. So Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle, those 3 teams, it's going to be a bombshell of a game. Even Aston Villa, they're still there because the only thing separating these things is around 1 point and goal difference, right?
Okay, yeah, because if I check Man City, they have 68 points with a goal difference of 26. Newcastle, they do have 66 points. Chelsea 66 also, and Aston Villa also 66. But the difference between Newcastle, Chelsea, and Aston Villa, Newcastle do have 22 goals, Chelsea 20, and Aston Villa 9 of them. So this is either you win or your goal difference is what will cut you off.
That's it. It's either it's a win or nothing kind of a game. If you win, good. If you draw or if you lose, it's done with you. There's nothing. There's no Champions League you're going to. So these 3 teams, they're going to give their all. Even Man City, they're not on the cards. They still are in the participation. If Man City also draws, it's going to be bad on them because if Newcastle win, Chelsea win, Aston Villa win, then that's it. So all the teams, all the number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they're really in this thing. So let's just wait for a bombshell of a game. Let's wait for the 2013 showdown, the last game of the season.
Okay, on the weekend, I don't know. Liverpool, what's happening to them? Man like Salah, it's not, man, them being beaten by Brighton. At the last minute, I was like, no way this is happening. What's happened to them? Because like since they won the cup, man,
they won the league, right?
They haven't won even a single game. They haven't. What's happening with them?
I don't know. I think the players are relaxed. Do you think the players are relaxed?
Maybe,
already won. What are we participating on? Just
Okay.
play the likes of Akina Harvey Elliott, Akina Gakpo to do their thing over there. Mo Salah is really hurting a lot of people. Mo Salah having those kind of chances, you're really hurting a lot of people. The people who know what I'm talking about, Mo Salah is really hurting us a lot. So I can say that Liverpool are already relaxed. They have the league on the bag, so there's nothing to play off. They're not in the Champions League. They're not anywhere in any competition, so they just enjoying themselves. So this is I think they just relax. Even if you see weekend, Van Dijk for the first time did not start a Liverpool game. I mean, these guys are relaxed. Let them enjoy, man. Let them enjoy.
Okay, I don't know. Crystal Palace. Let's talk about the FA. Crystal Palace against Man City at the FA. It was a very good game. First of all, we know Pep and his boys always they always say they have the trophy and the blah 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 that kind of. But if we try to dissect the game in a way, man, it was unfair for a team like Man City, kinda, because man, the ball which went to this guy, which Dean Henderson removed from Haaland leg, man, that was a clear red. In a lively, if it was a fair kind of play, it was a clear red. There's no way you're gonna tell me it's like it wasn't a red, but it wasn't given.
But that's a final.
Yeah,
that's a final, man.
That's one. Two, Dean Henderson, man. Us Manchester United, us selling him out, and then he does that kind of. How many saves did he did? I think 4 or 5 of them in that game. I think, if I'm not wrong.
That gave incredible saves, man. 5 saves against Man City.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And then the likes of Mamouche. How comes Haaland? I don't know what happened. Haaland, we know Haaland. He's the first penalty taker of Man City. What happened? Him giving Mamouche to do the penalty. I was like, am I saying it right, or I don't know?
For Haaland, I'm not sure what happened, because I also thought that this one is going to Haaland. All of a sudden, I'm seeing Mamouche taking the ball, and the guy was tensed. The Nelson was all over the post. So Haaland, I mean, if Haaland took the penalty, because Mamouche took a very easy penalty, that was a cheap penalty for me. Because if it was Haaland, you know Haaland, the way he kicked the ball, he could have buried it inside the net. But Mamouche, I think it was a lot of pressure for him on that kind of a game. Final, giving Mamouche the penalty, I think it wasn't a wise decision. For that, Haaland did not make a wise move over there. I don't know if Pep said Mamouche to take the penalty, or it was a player kind of conversation for Mamouche to take the penalty, but that one, I wasn't convinced. That really costed them the game, and you saw.
No, but somebody like a KDB was still there. I was wondering, how comes KDB also could be the one taking the penalty, you know?
But KDB doesn't take penalties for Man City. KDB is a terrible penalty taker.
Okay, for me I was surprised, but unfortunately it cost them then the cup for lack of a better word for me, you know.
Yeah, man, your goalkeeper made some nice saves. I mean, FA final. This is the year of Eagles. This is the year of birds.
Okay.
Crystal Palace beating Man City in a final. Man, that's really great for them. It was around 17 years for that trophy also, because it's been long since they last won a trophy. So they're going to the European. They're going to represent English teams in the Europa League next season, right?
Yeah. That's a confirm.
Yeah, man, that's really a big boost for them, and a bonus for them.
Okay, nice. And then Crystal Palace, their form has been nice, man. Malek Eze. He has, because if you check the game they played against Wolves also, very nice game, winning it nice 4-2, and then also coming to the FA winning it. Man, what more icing do you need on a season, more to top it more than that?
I knew that Palace were going to lose against Wolves, but these guys, you saw Chilwell free kick. These guys are determined. The second team coming on, first team, Eze coming off the bench and still scoring. These guys are determined. This is their best season, literally.
Okay.
Because they've won a trophy. They're actually on form. There's a time that Palace lost around 5-0. Since that time, it was against, I don't know which, Nottingham, I guess.
Nottingham Forest.
After that time, Palace have really been on an up curve. They haven't gone down. Every time they're going up. I mean, that's really good for a team like Crystal Palace. They're really trying, and for that you see players like Eberechi Eze. I remember seeing that guy. I was in my brother Maxwell going to watch this guy, Crystal Palace, Queen's Park Rangers, not Crystal Palace, Queen's Park Rangers. I saw that guy Eze, and I was like, okay. So seeing now someone like Eze scoring in a final in Wembley, I mean, that's People come from far, man. People come from far.
Okay, nice, man. I don't know. It's kind of a bad week for Manchester United. Let's start from there, because us winning, us losing, us because the Europa League, it's the talking of the town. Plus, after that, now we have so many rumors online here and there. Because first of all, us being beaten by Chelsea, that was trying to also we thought maybe we have seen something, and then come to this game thrashed. Come to the Europa final. For me, I was expecting, because we saw the first half, we never played good, but we played a better game, which is okay. After we conceded the goal, which was, for me, I'm saying Onana, I don't know, just get out of the Manchester United team. You don't need to be there. Because this guy, his hands can't hold anything. Can't hold. And then Luke Shaw also, he was one of the problem which led to the goal. So when we come to the second half, I was like, first half, it wasn't good for us, for somebody like a Luke Shaw, so I don't expect him to be the game. Mason Mount, he was off the game. You couldn't see him. I thought by the 50th minute, Garnacho will be the one coming to the pitch, which for me was that it was a good move. Zaxi also, I expected him to come early, but I don't know what happened to the manager. Because for you bringing Mino, I think in the 88th minute, I don't know what you expect him to do. And this is the thing I said like 2 or 3 episodes before, when we were talking about it with Joshua. I was saying Manchester United, we were playing a very kind of a very bad, very tactical, is a very bad kind of game for us to play. Because what we did all the games, lay low, wait for the 60th minute, 70th minute, boom. Now we start to attack and win the game. That's what we have played for the whole of the Europa League. That was our formation. But I said, if you find a team which is gonna pack a very nice bus, which that's what Spurs totally did on the second half. After they won the one goal, I was streaming with Malek George. If you can check also on the channel, it was a nice stream. I was telling George was saying, no, we know we're gonna win it on the second half. And I told him, man, the thing with Spurs, if they start to pack the bus, man, it's over for us. And he was like, you know what? He was like, we have a chance. We have done it once in a while. We have done it not once, not twice. I was like, you know, man, it can be luck on your side. And that's what I was saying. But if you play, because look at the clearance which this guy, was it Van der Ven? The clear which he removed from the line. That's a typical nice. I don't know. It's nice of a centre back to do that. So Manchester United, we don't have like a good striker. Man, like Højlund, he had chances, he never converted. So what did Spurs know? For us to win the game, all these guys gonna do is try to chip the ball inside the box, but they don't have anybody to score. So that's what Spurs did. Play the game as good as they can do, but never give Manchester United a chance to bring the ball inside the box. And man, we were out of option. And I was like, can Amorim just do something early? And to my, I don't know. I'm inclined to think like it's like a Manchester thing. They said, you know what? Because if you win, like now we won the game, we became number 2. Out of that number 2 position which you got, a team like Chelsea is getting 3.5 B of the money from Mount. And I was like, if they win, somebody like a Casemiro, this is just my theory. I'm like, if we won that game, somebody like a Casemiro, he could be the top player, top earning player in the EPL if he won that game. Mount, I don't know which half will go to him. Onana, there's another bunch of money will go to him for Inter. And I was like, I think it was a Manchester United thing. If just lose it to avoid paying this 1,000 kind of money for these other teams. And I was like, nah. And then checking to the teams now, it's confirmed Amorim will be there for the next season. That's it. But if you check now the names, I was surprised. Somebody like a Bruno Fernandes up for grab. Somebody like Luke Shaw up for grab. Onana up for grab. This guy, also Harry Maguire up for grab. Garnacho for the highest bid. And I was like, if I see this list, man, for me, what are you guys planning, or what are you? Is it because it's madness? And when you hear what somebody like our captain Ratcliffe, no, nothing good for him. But if you had something like Bruno, him saying if the team wants me to go because of the financial blah blah blah, it's worrying. It's worrying news to get somebody like because you expect him because he has been the center point of the team. If him also he's up for grab, man, it's a worrying state for Manchester United fans as of now.
Yeah. Talking about Manchester United, I mean, a game against Chelsea first, where I knew that Manchester United is going to lose the final is when I saw the lineup. Manchester United displayed against Chelsea, and when I saw the lineup, Tottenham displayed against Aston Villa. Why? Manchester United, they were playing against Chelsea. I mean, They're not in the title race. They're not chasing Champions League. They're not chasing Champions League literally from the English Premier League side. They're not chasing Europa. They're not chasing Conference League. They are bottom, number 16 there. And still, Manchester United decided to display the first 11, a very strong team, of which if they could have given this player a rest, few players rest, on Tuesday, they could have displayed a better team. Look at Tottenham. Look at their lineup against Aston Villa. Some may say that this is a cheap argument, but for me, Angel really played his part. He said, on the Premier League side, I'm not sure. But on Conference League, I'm going to rest some few players, put some young kids in the Premier League, and then wait. Look at the time the lineup of Champions League was coming out. The Europa League was coming, the final was coming out. Tottenham's squad wasn't, we can't compare it to Manchester United because Manchester United's squad was the same that played against Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
So these players were fatigued.
Only a few tweak here and there only, and I was like, why play your key players on a Chelsea game? Why?
Chelsea game, man. Chelsea, they know what they're chasing. At first half of Manchester United against Chelsea, when Manchester scored, I was like, whoa, okay, it's paying off, but Manchester still, I'm not sure about them. Coming second half, after the goal, then I was like, I was watching the game with my friends. I was like, I told you, look at me. Manchester United proved me right. Like, displaying the first team on a Premier League that they're not chasing, it was really so low of coach compared. You've said something about tactical. That's really tactical and tactical wise from Amorim. So Manchester United, they lost their final at their own expenses. So they're the ones to be blamed against they're the ones to be blamed for their loss in the final. About someone like Onana, we know Onana this season has been Onana, and Onana has keep on Onana in. So you had a good keeper, you had someone like De Gea, leaving De Gea going. That was the very unwise decision also. For Bruno, the remarks that he made after the finals is really worrying right now because the financial status of Manchester United right now you can see the owner said that he can't even take some players, some tactic, the staff of Manchester United to watch the final because they're in a financial crisis. So it's really worrying seeing team like Manchester United struggling financial wise, and it's the biggest team, one of the biggest team in the world. So literally, Manchester United this season, I don't know what happened to them, but coming next season, I'm really hoping for a competitive league, competitive structure for Manchester United. We need Manchester United to Manchester United. We need Manchester United to compete in the top four. That's the sweetness of the Premier League. Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool right now, Man City, those teams, when they are top five, that's the biggest. If these top five teams are there, Manchester United is down there, there's nothing sweet over there. So this season, we can't say anything about Manchester United. But for haters like us, we're really happy. You guys struggling. So let's just wait next season. This season, you guys are going without nothing.
Okay, I was having one chat with my friend, and he was saying sometimes you need to reach your rock bottom. Now, for you guys, the sense starts for it to start to kick in your head. Like this, I don't know. Like Bruno, this will be the
Manchester United.
No,
last season was your rock bottom.
No,
finishing top 8 last season was your rock bottom.
No, but now this I'm saying sometimes you need to reach your rock, like your rock bottom, because you guys you thought you're gonna win the Europa. Like now to soothe this as fans, to soothe us, like we didn't have a nice season, but we have a cup. Here it is, that could be that could be a better soothing kinda. We won't judge you that hardly, that harshly. But now them losing it out, they don't have a cup. They're not. They're nearly. If Leicester, and because if it was on a normal kind of league, us being less than 40 points, that's a relegation region.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a relegation zone as per the standards of EPL previously. If you don't reach 40 points because you're 39, and now I'm like also guys, I'm seeing also another narrative online that they're saying, you know what? it's not about the manager, because see how many managers have we sacked just in the name of, you know what, the players are saying they're not, manager, he's not like into what the players want. And now guys are saying, because I was seeing some guys online, they were saying like, you know what, sometimes we need to reach a place where let us clear all this bunch of players, let us come and bring new players, because you know what, there's no way you're gonna say it's every manager has an issue. It's not like it's a manager issue with the same players in, week out, season in, season out. You know, if it was like this manager came and we saw a different kind of players, a different kind of energy from the players, a different energy from the management, it could be we say, okay, it's a managerial issue and it's a coach issue. But same players, same issue, same results, inconsistency week in, week out. Man, it's like we have reached a point where, you know what, let's call it, you know, sometimes you do it when you do business here, man. It's a loss. Let's call it a loss and start afresh. Let's start new with new guys, new legs. But now we cannot start afresh, because if you could have win at least the Europa, we could have a bit of money to do it. But now, how do you want to start afresh with, and who now, like who will now want to come to Manchester United as where we are struggling right now?
For that reaching rock bottom for you guys. I mean, having the same players. Come on, there's some teams that had the same players still. Look at Barca when their key players left. Manchester United, their academy was really good. It was really producing a lot of key players. I don't know what happened to your academy, because nowadays I don't see people coming out of academy. Look the likes of Rashford. Look the likes of someone like Maino. Maino's a good player, but Maino coming on the 86th minute, 87th minute in the final, that's really depressing. Look like someone like Garnacho. You guys have good players, literally. But I don't know what's happening to the Manchester United Academy, because if you say that going back right now to the market, finding good players, and yet, yes, you have old players. They need to be disposed. You need to at least change the whole shift, but where will you get the funds? So that's really worrying about Manchester United. Right now, what I can say, the owner needs to make some plans. These guys are billionaires. He needs to go to Ineos, find some funds, rotate the players, because Ten Hag was there. The same players were there. Ten Hag was sabotaged. Ten Hag went. Look at Amorim. This guy could have lifted the trophy with Sporting Lisbon. He came here. Look at the guy how he's so worried. I mean, it's the players. For me, it's actually the players right now, because having different managers and then not providing the results, it's really depressing. Actually, it was a coach issue. Ten Hag left in the 14th position. Look at now Manchester United where they are. You guys have injuries, but you can't use injuries as your excuse. I mean,
but because this season, every team had an injury. You cannot say it's only Manchester United who had an injury.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure. So, I mean, right now you have to go back to the market. That's the only thing. The Ratcliffe had to find some funds for Manchester United. He decided to invest in the team. Let him invest.
Man, I wish the Saudi were there. I know the Qatari. This is the time I was saying, Sheikh Jassim. Sheikh Jassim, where are you, man? We need you now. But unfortunately, they went to the Ratcliffe guy, man. So we have to pay for our sins, you know. So I don't know. Checking it out, finishing off. It's a bad way for a team like Leicester to go back to the championship. Yeah. But now somebody like this guy, Vardy, him having played 500 games for Leicester and having 200 goals, scoring on the 500 I think that's a good place for him. And then him saying he won't this is the last time he won't play on the championship kind of a thing. So do you think, because I saw guys were saying also somebody like maybe Arsenal, they don't have a good striker. Vardy, man, he's up for grab also. Do you think maybe Arsenal this season, when the season comes, do they need to now to finalize and get a proper striker for them to change maybe they can get a cup out of that?
Arsenal, they need to invest in a striker. Right now, you can't call Vardy. Yes, Vardy. I respect Vardy. That guy's a legend. Having 200 goals in 500 games, it's really hard. People have tried. They haven't managed. But Arsenal going for Vardy, no. That's not an option totally. Arsenal need to invest with someone like Isak or someone like Gyökeres, the guy. If they go for Vardy, that's the end. That guy's experience, yes, but this guy is old. You need to blend in. You need the young boys. You need people who are energetic. The kind Arsenal are playing the high playing football. Vardy, I'm not sure if he can fit in the team. So right now, Arsenal need to invest in a good striker. But Arsenal being Arsenal, they actually broke the record. This is the fourth time they're finishing second. So next season, we don't know. Maybe the second place is also their next season. I say let's wait next season. Let's wait for them to finish second next season.
Okay. Let's wait and see.
Yeah, man.
Let's wait and see. That's it. And then, so for ending off, I don't know. This week we don't have much to say about the Fantasy Premier League because it's the last week. You cannot if you haven't reached if you haven't reached 2,000 points, you cannot do anything. If for the whole season you haven't bagged points, so we don't have anything to tell you to do it on the last week.
We can't advise you, man. We can't advise you, man. Man like Joshua, we can't advise you. Just put someone like Haaland captain, put Ederson captain, put anyone you want, man.
Okay, so for the last week, the average points was 39. How many points did you got on that week? I think not that good for you.
Yeah, I got more. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
Someone, I was around 48. It wasn't good for me.
Okay. So for I had 45 points. Man, somebody like Cucurella, man, coming from the back with 15 points. I was so happy for that. It was a good one for me.
Oh, you had Cucurella?
Yeah,
oh
man.
My God.
No, he was on my bench. He was on my bench. Then, unfortunately, I had somebody like an Isak, somebody like a Rashford not yet playing this, and then somebody like a Salah giving me 2 points. The likes of Crystal Palace and Newcastle guys give me same things. I thought maybe Man City game I had points, and then from Gavidol as the back, and then they considered the goal at the last minute. I was like,
the last minute, man, that was really depressing, man.
I was like,
And the way I knew that I've already bottled. Even I stopped watching at the 90th minute. This one clean sheet. Coming back, I was like, damn. Why are they considering the 96th minute?
Okay, so I was like, nah, it's not a good. And then I saw Shade from Bournemouth doing a thing, Brentford, doing a thing for the last 2-3 game weeks. I was like, okay, this is the time to go for him. The guy just flopped, give me 2 points, And then
I went for Wisa, the Brentford guy.
Yeah, good for you.
Jackson, you getting a red card? Come on, man. I'm going for Wisa. And then Captain Bamush, so it was easy for me because I was really happy when he lost the penalty. So I knew that on Tuesday he's going to give me points.
Okay, nice. So for me, I had somebody like Kuna giving me 1 point, Shade giving me 2, Mboyamo giving me 5, and then I captain him, so he gave me 10. And then Murphy giving me 2, Salah giving me 2, Munoz 2, Ban 1, Munoz 1, Anderson 1. This guy Gavidol giving me 2, and then it's only Cucurella and Mboyamo, the 2, and Mamush. The rest of the guys never give me more than 2 points on that team. So, and then for this week, man, coming on the fixtures, I don't think we have so much to do because the only teams if I was to invest on, it's either invest on Aston Villa assets. That's because they have something to fight for. That's 1. 2, invest on a team like Chelsea also because they have something to fight for. That's another. But also, it's worrying for me because also Chelsea, they may try to hold and maybe try to get on the Europa also, because if they think they're gonna win, a cup. Who doesn't want to have a cup?
Bro, Chelsea are going for Champions League, man.
Okay.
If you haven't got it, Chelsea at the National Forest Stadium, Chelsea are going for it.
Okay,
bro.
that's
going for Champions League. We need sponsors.
That's what for me I was saying. If I was to, I'll lay low on the Chelsea kind of assets because also the game against Nottingham Forest, it's not that an easy game.
It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, because it can go any it can go a draw, it can go any side. So for me I was like, okay, that's not a team to invest also. But Newcastle also they are trying to have it, and Man City, and both of them they have like an easier bit, not that easy, but an easier bit fixture. So for me, if I was to invest, maybe Man City, Newcastle, and maybe Aston Villa assets. Those 3 teams, I think if you go to any asset from that team, you're good to go.
Yeah, man. So basically you can say that the Champions League teams invest on them, especially their mid and their strikers, because it's going to be a high kind of a game, because the striker are really going. The teams, these top Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Nottingham, not to count them off, they're really going to push for their chances. So invest in their mids and their strikers.
But also for me, I was saying, but also for me, I was saying, if you want to invest for a player, go for the Brighton team because they're playing against Spurs. Spurs won. this team, I'm 100% sure it's all over their heads. Having a trophy on their cabinet, it's all over their head. Brighton, they will have a very nice day on that. So if you want also to have any asset, go for the like of Mitoma, the likes of this guy, what's the name, Welbeck. If you want Minte also, the three of the guys, Mitoma, Minte, and Welbeck. If you want to have any assets from Brighton, I think that's a good place also to have assets from.
But what if Spurs decide to spoil the party for Manchester again?
They can't.
They decide maybe let's finish up against Manchester United.
They can't. Hey man, Brighton. Don't play. So when I come to the games of the weekends, man, what's your thoughts? Because now, what's your prediction? Because it's in one or another it's gonna play out as what we never expected, because this is the last game, and anything can happen. So because for my Bournemouth playing against Leicester, what's your expectation on that game?
Bournemouth against Leicester, I'm going for Bournemouth.
Okay.
Leicester have already done it, so I'm going for Bournemouth.
Okay. Fulham against Man City. Away. At Man City are playing away.
Man, that's a hard game, man. That's a hard game. Fulham, London Red.
Did you see what Fulham did to these guys on the weekend? Brentford.
They came back, right?
Yeah, 3-2.
3-2 comeback, man. So Fulham going against Man City, and Fulham, they are London mates, so I'm counting on Fulham to beat Man City.
Okay, Ipswich against West Ham. I think it's an easy win for West Ham.
That's an easy win for West Ham, yeah.
Okay, Liverpool against Crystal Palace.
Not again, Liverpool right now, but they're going to be given trophy, so they'll want to applaud their fans. So Palace really done great, but this one Palace fans, they have to excuse me. So I'm going for Liverpool win. Okay,
Man City against Manchester United against Aston Villa. For me, I'm thinking, Aston Villa, they are fighting for something. Just expect a lose from Manchester United. Don't waste your time.
Don't count Manchester United out. They try to find remorse for their fans. So I think Manchester United also, they're going to find something to play off. So I think a draw for that game.
Where are we playing at? Old Trafford.
Yeah, it's okay, Old Trafford. Yeah, you guys are going for a draw.
No.
Because this is the last game.
Nah.
You have a lot of fans there. So, I mean, you have to give it. You have to give it your all, man. You can't just leave your fans like that.
Did you see what this guy, the Aston Villa coach, what's the name? Unai said? While he was on a conference, he was checking the update on your side, and then he saw Chelsea won.
As expected.
So what do you expect when you come to against Manchester United? So also him, he's expecting him also to win against Manchester United. So for him, I'm like, yeah. So it's an easy win for Villa. No way near Manchester United to win. Newcastle against Everton. This is a very hard game to call.
Hard game also, man.
Yeah, that's a
hard game again. But Newcastle being on the home turf, Newcastle are going to give their all. Everton, this season also, they've really tried since Moyes came back. I mean, but Newcastle are going for it, bro.
Okay, Southampton, Nottingham Forest against Chelsea.
That's a hard game. That game can end in a draw, man. That's a really hard game. But as a Chelsea fan, I'm really wishing that Chelsea wins that game, but literally on a football perspective, side of a fan, I'm seeing a draw, man.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I'm seeing a draw.
Okay, for me, I'm thinking Nottingham Forest, they're playing at their home ground, man. They do play a nice game. They might win because also they want to be on that spot. And they know if Villa if Villa have a draw against Manchester United, and they win against you guys, so they have qualified to get that position. So for me, for them, I know they'll put a very nice fight, because seeing the likes of Food are back, Gibbs White is there, Elanga is there. So for me, I'm expecting them to give a very nice kind of fight. Southampton against Arsenal. This one team which Malek Joshua hates with passion.
So that one really embarrasses them when they come to their St. Mary's Stadium, man. So but literally Arsenal is going to go away with that like basically they have to win it.
Okay, but for me, I don't know, because I don't know who they're gonna play on the striking kind of end. But if they go with the same we have seen 2 weeks ago, man, I'm expecting Southampton maybe to hold them on a draw, or maybe they may bring their points down. You don't expect this teams below the league. You expect the worst from them if you're playing against them.
Yeah, remember Southampton drawing against Man City.
Yeah.
And then the admin doing that thing.
Banter everywhere, And then Spurs against Brighton. This
Yeah.
for me, I've said this is an easy win for the Brighton guys. For me, that's my prediction. It's an easy win for the Brighton guys because Spurs they've already have that something to call it to go
Celebration mode.
yeah
Still.
to say we had something even though we had a very bad week. So for me, I'm saying Spurs against Brighton is not on. And then Wolves against Brentford. Man, Wolves for the last 5 game weeks they have been worse. From good to worse. So I don't know. Brentford gonna win this game. Nothing more.
Let's wait and see the best showdown, the best ever. This is the best ever closing games.
Okay.
Let's just wait and see.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, nice. As we're ending off, there's 2 games yet to be played. Will be played on the weekend. There's the Champions League finals and there's the Conference League finals. You guys playing against the man, the GOAT, Anthony. For the first time. I haven't watched the Betis game because of the timing here and there, and then it's also played on the same time which Manchester United game are playing. So this time, count me in. I hate watcher also again against Chelsea. At least Anthony bring a silver. Bring have something for to, at least I think Betis. I'm giving it. It's not an easy game in both sides either way, but
bro, are you sure what you're saying?
Yeah, because check it out. Have you seen the logo on the Betis side? It's a bird also.
It's okay.
It's a bird also.
It's okay. It's okay. Just leave alone the logo. Leave alone the logo. I mean, they're playing against Chelsea.
Okay.
Anthony will cheer that he's going against Cucurella. He's faced Cucurella in the Premier League. How many times does it go past Cucurella?
Okay.
That's why he will chase away from the Premier League. So let's wait and see. You guys really have a surprise for Chelsea fans. This is going to be a celebration mode coming next Wednesday. Because we're going to bring it home. We're going to bring something back to London again.
Okay, let's wait and see. For me, I'm giving it on. My prediction is just an easy one. Real Betis to lift the trophy. That's it for me. And then on the final game, if you watch well, nice. I'm representing the PSG. So them against Inter. Hopefully, hey man, all my teams this season they have been worse. Real Madrid. Barcelona has beat us home, away, and far away from home. And we haven't won anything. So that was a bad season for me on the Real Madrid side. Manchester United Spurs beating us home, away, and far away from home. Also, it's a bad way for me to end it. So, man, maybe PSG, that's the only game I'm banking it up. My last team to maybe give me something to look forward for next season, kind of game to watch.
Bro, don't say PS. Don't count Inter out, man.
I haven't said they won't. But I'm saying I'm banking on PSG.
If you're banking on PSG, I have to banter on Inter, man. I'm actually putting my money on Inter because literally the team that you guys are supporting, they're not working out, man. So Inter, I saw the both legs of the Champions League semis against Barca. These guys are determined. These boys are determined. They really want that thing.
Okay.
There's a boy called Demiral. I mean, that man. That man is energetic.
Okay. So let's wait and see, man. Let's wait and see, man. Then big thanks, man, for the guys who locked in for the hate to watch, man. I never knew you guys are so much hate watchers. 500 plus guys.
You broke the record, man. You broke the record of viewers. That was really huge, man.
I'm like 500 guys. High five. I had 500 guys live. I'm like, no way this is happening. And you are only 2 Manchester United fans on the live stream. So I was like, shit. It was a good point as a pod, but as a bad point as a fan, man. Because when the game was ended, I was with man like George, man. After the 90th minute, man, the guy was like, you know what, it's I'm going, it's the end for me. And then he was like, he lose. You could see him live, like, and it's so bad, man. But man, big thanks for the fans, man. Big fan for the listeners, the guys subscribing, liking, man. I really appreciate for you guys, man. It was I wanted to end the live because I was feeling so bad, but man, seeing the number of guys who are there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it until the last minute, man. So big thanks for you guys, and then big thanks for man like Louis, man like all the guys you have had for this season on the pod, man. Big thanks to you, man like Mike, man like Anto, man like Joshua, Brayo. Yeah, Samba, man, you cannot forget, man. The team is so big, man. So big thanks, man, for you guys, man, for all tuning in. And then for this week, man, after a long time not having you back on the pod, it's nice, man. Big thanks to you, yo.
Yeah, man, I had to come back because the pressure was really getting pressuring. The pressure was really pressing on, so I had to come back. So actually, thanks. Actually, we want to give thanks to my team. Thank you guys for subscribing. Let's keep on pushing this channel. We're going to get better.
Okay, man.
As time progresses.
Okay, man. So don't forget like, subscribe, and share, and don't forget the Triple Cup podcast in each and every social media, be it Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Each and every podcast, man. Till next week, it's been nice, man. Like Dawuud and like Louis. It's been nice. Adios. We out.
Adios, guys. Bye.